I'm feeling a little sick today, so I decided that I'm going to still record this video titled Purpose, but I'm also going to just not show my face. I'm going to use the teleprompter app to speak, and yeah, let's get started. Actually, let me switch it up. I think I want to do it a different way. So I want to talk about the concept of purpose. Majority of people throughout their lives try to lead it with a sense of purpose. But what exactly is purpose? When Googling the definition of purpose, as a noun, it is defined as the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. Whatever, and is synonymous with motive, motivation, cause, and reason. It is defined as a verb as have as one's intention or objective, and is synonymous with the verbs intend, mean, aim, plan, and design. With that knowledge, it can be best simplified as the very reason for doing something or being something. It makes me believe it is not something inherent to existence, but pursued by existence. I exist as it stands right now, and have been alive and aware of my existence for over 2 decades. It is around the teenage mark when I and most people start thinking about their lives and their futures in a purpose kind of lens. Trying to figure out what makes you you, and what you even want to do or be in your lifetime. This is often thought of and framed in a capitalist way. To do or be in your lifetime. You know what? I'm not going to read it from the teleprompter. Let me stop this now. Let me try this. Whenever I do my videos, I like to write a script, and I save the script on a blog dedicated to only my YouTube scripts, because why not? So I'm going to start this again. I hope future me is enjoying the mess that these last 2 videos have been. This video where I'm feeling sick, and I'm trying to talk about what purpose is, and my last video where I was trying to talk about digital immortality and comparing it to Pompeii. What a mess. But anyways, let's try this again. So I want to talk about the concept of purpose. Majority of people throughout their lives try to lead it with a sense of purpose. But what exactly is purpose? When Googling the definition of purpose, as a noun it is defined as the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. It is synonymous with motive, motivation, cause, and reason. It is defined as a verb as have as one's intention or objective. It is synonymous with the verbs intend, mean, aim, plan, and design. With that knowledge, it can be best simplified as the very reason for doing something or being something. It makes me believe it is not something inherent to existence, but pursued by existence. I exist as it stands right now, and have been alive and aware of my existence for over 2 decades. It's around the teenage mark when I and most people start thinking about their lives and their futures in a purpose kind of lens, trying to figure out what makes you you and what you even want to do or be in your lifetime. This is often thought of and framed in a capitalist way, that one's purpose is tied into how hard you work, what job you have, and how much money you'll make. It makes me think about the Japanese concept of ikigai, and how it's been said that the Western world westernized Ikigai to be more about a professional drive over a spiritual or individual one. Ikigai means reason for being and is composed of the two words Iki, which means life and alive, and Kai, which means many things like effect, result, fruit, worth, use, and benefit. Many people associate Ikigai with the inner self and feeling of fulfillment, whereas the westernized Ikigai is more capitalistic and driven by the idea of how much money you can make from your passions and what you can do to contribute to the world. For more on this, there is a link in the Arena channel by Ikigai Tribe in the description box below that goes more into how Ikigai was westernized by a man named Mark Wynn, and how the Venn diagram he created came to be what is now taken as true Ikigai. When I first was researching and exploring the concept of a sense of purpose, I found mostly explanations as they revolve around companies and corporations. In the Arena channel, I linked 2 Forbes articles that have some insights for a person, but are speaking specifically about businesses and saying things about making money and adding value. According to thegreatergood.berkeley.com, psychologists have identified that purpose is an abiding intention to achieve a long-term goal that is both personally meaningful and makes a positive mark on the road. In like happiness, purposeness is not a destination, but a journey and a practice. Whether you view purpose in a way that is closer to the true concept of Ikigai, or a more Western sense that is something that paves the way for a long-term goal, big passion or high success, I believe either one or a combination of the two is perfectly fine, because it's yours to live. But going back to purpose and it being something that you self-determine, researchers find that people who have a sense of purpose have multiple health benefits, including better physical agility, cognitive functioning, longer lives, are said to care about their health, well-being, and hygiene better, as well as overall lower stress levels than those who do not have a sense of purpose. It is also noted that having a sense of purpose as an individual has benefits to the collective, as it helps us as a species survive and thrive and grow our connection to others and develop community. What is life purpose? A taking charge of your health and well-being article hailing from the University of Minnesota's Earl E. Bakken Center for Spirituality and Healing, that's a mouthful, states how unique life purpose is to everyone, and says there are 3 questions you can ask yourself in order to reflect on your life purpose. Who am I? Where do I belong? And when do I feel fulfilled? This is very similar to the 3 questions Simon T. Bailey asked himself in his article, Why Purpose Matters and How to Discover Yours. His 3 questions to himself were, what would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? What would I do if no one paid me to do it? And what makes me come alive? I'm going to answer those right now. Who am I? I am a 25-year-old who loves animals and eating and wants to spend the rest of my life expressing myself in so many artistic mediums and trying to make my life worth living for myself, those closest to me, and even the people I may never form close relationships with. Where do I belong? I honestly don't know. For me, belonging is such an odd term. I don't like feeling like I belong anywhere because it seems to me like saying I'm owed somewhere. I just want wherever I'm at the time to feel comfort, and I think the way to make it that... Oh my god. Of course they would blow their music up right now. I can never win. I hope y'all don't hear that. Well, let me go back. Where do I belong? I honestly don't know. For me, belong is such an odd term. I don't feel like I belong anywhere because it seems to me like it is saying I'm owed somewhere. I just want wherever I am at the time to feel comfort. And I think the way to make that so is to feel at home with myself. That way, wherever I am home. I suppose, in a way, I'm saying I belong in me. I belong to me. When do I feel fulfilled? I feel most fulfilled or accomplished when I keep a promise I made myself and see something through that I wanted to do, and I didn't discourage myself out of it, but saw it through. When something I do or go after is fully realized, I feel incredible. Like right now, the last video Pompeii and this video Purpose is a stumbling hot mess. I'm not going to edit it. I'm going to post it in its rawness. It's going to be something that I look back on in the future that I see the journey. I see the messy journey, and I see how my videos before looked versus how my videos at that time looks. So yes, hear the messy neighbors that rev up their car for no reason and then play DJ. Hear me stumbling and stuttering. Listen to the sound of my phone's notifications. Listen to my nasally voice because I'm sick right now. All of it. But I promised myself that I would record this video tonight and have it scheduled for tomorrow. So I'm keeping that to myself because that's important to me. And then, in that, I'll feel incredible. What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? The same thing that I'm trying to do now. Making content, getting better and better by practicing so that one day I have comics, webtoons, novels, art prints, and paintings. Also making movies and a TV series and animations. I don't know if I'll fail in this life, but I will do my best to go after everything as if I couldn't fail. What would I do even if nobody paid me to do it? The same thing that I'm doing now, and I would do it if I knew I couldn't fail. What makes me come alive? Storytelling and love makes me come alive. I believe the essence of damn near everything, people, humanity, nature, art, all of it, is story. I also believe that if a vague, what is the point of all of this, were to be asked, I would answer, love is the point. So love and stories. Simon goes on throughout the rest of the article explaining the guideposts to illuminate one's path as they seek their purpose, which are piquing your curiosity, examining your motives, igniting your intuition, evaluating the core areas of your life, and developing habits. As always, for every video, I will have an arena channel that lists my sources and inspirations for the video. Read as many of them as you like, but what stands ultimately is you.